Today, we're diving into something called the Bollinger Bands Breakout Indicator. Think of it like this. Bollinger Bands are like the rubber bands around the price action. When the price candles stretches those bands really far, it's a sign something's about to pop. And this oscillator, it basically tells you how hard those rubber bands are being stretched. So, how do you get this awesome tool on your TradingView chart? Super easy. First, we're gonna go to your charts, right? Then up top, you'll see the little indicators button. Click on that bad boy. Now in the search bar, just type in Bollinger Bands Breakout Oscillator. You'll see it pop up. Click on it and bam, it's on your chart. Now we'll see those two lines on your chart. One line shows you how strong the price is breaking above the upper Bollinger Band, and the other shows you how strong it's breaking below the lower band. Alright, so we've got our Bollinger Bands breakout oscillator on our chart looking all slick, but let's juice it up a bit, make it even more dialed in. We're gonna do a little fine tuning. First things first, we're diving into the settings. See the little gear icon next to the indicator name, click that and boom, we're in the control room. Now head over to the input section, you'll see length there. We're gonna change that to 20. Think of this as adjusting the sensitivity. Now multiplier and source, we're gonna leave those alone for now. They're already doing their job. But here's where we get to add a little personal flair, the colors. I like to set the upper band breakout to a bright, vibrant green and the lower band breakout to a deep, intense red. It's just easier on eyes. It makes those signals pop. Okay, let's jump over to the style section. We're gonna beef up those plot lines. See those thin lines? We're gonna make them thicker, so they're easier to see at a glance. Just crank up the thickness a bit, and while we're here, make sure midline is turned on. That's our 50 level, the neutral zone. It's like the dividing line between bullish and bearish territory. Why we're doing all this? Because we want our chart to be crystal clear and we want those signals to jump out at us. We're tuning this indicator into a finely tuned machine ready to spot those breakout opportunities. And here's the thing. This oscillator alone isn't enough. We need a partner, a sidekick to confirm those signals and make sure we're taking the best trades. We're gonna add another tool to our arsenal, something that takes this strategy to the next level, and that partner, it's called Purple Cloud. Trust me, this thing is pure trading gold. Now, you're probably thinking, another indicator? Is this gonna get complicated? Well, no. We're keeping it simple. Think of the Purple Cloud like a filter. It helps us see the bigger picture, and it tells us if the trend is our friend or our enemy. So how do we get this magical cloud onto our chart? Well, easy peasy. You remember how we add the Bollinger Band breakout oscillator, right? It's the same deal. Go back to the indicators button at the top of your TradingView chart, click it, and now in the search bar, just type in Purple Cloud. You'll see it pop up, click it, and boom, it's on your chart. But just like with our oscillator, we're gonna give it a little tune up, make it even more precise. First, let's dive into the settings. Click the little gear icon and we're in the control room. Head over to the input section and you'll see the super trend ATR length. We're gonna change that to 9. This is like tightening the screws, making the cloud more responsive to recent price swings. We want it to react quickly to changes in the market. Now, here's where we add some extra muscle. See the EMA 200 and EMA 50? We're gonna turn those bad boys on. These are exponential moving averages and they are like the long-term and mid-term indicators. The EMA 200 gives us the overall trend, the big picture, and the EMA 50 gives us a sense of the more recent movement. We want to make sure we're trading with the current, not against it. Okay, now let's jump over to the style section. See all those buy and sell options? We're gonna disable them. We don't need those cluttering up our chart. We're using the cloud and the EMAs for confirmation, not for direct signals. And while we're here, let's add a little personal touch. We can change the colors of the EMA 200 and EMA 50 to whatever you like. So listen up, because this is where the magic happens, where we turn those fancy indicators into cold hard cash. And we've got our Bollinger Band breakout oscillator and our purple cloud all set. Now we need to know how to use them. Basically, the oscillator is like a mentimeter, right? When the green line shoots above 50, it's like a turbo boost for the buyers. And when the red line climbs above 50, the sellers are throwing a party. And we're not just gonna jump in on any signal. We need to know what the overall vibe of the market is, right? That's where the purple cloud and those EMAs comes in. If the price is hanging out below the EMA 200 and the EMA 50 and also below the purple cloud, we know we're in a downtrend. It's like the market's telling us, hey, things are looking bearish. So here's the play. We wait for the red line on the oscillator to break above the 50 while the price is below those EMAs and cloud. That's our cue to sell. It's like, okay, the trend is down and the momentum is confirming. Now we're not reckless, right? We need to protect our capital, so we set a stop loss above those EMA lines or recent swing highs. It's like a safety net, just in case things don't go our way. We're not greedy either. We're aiming for 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Alright, real quick on the buy side. It's basically Philip. You want the price above the EMA 200 and EMA 50 and above the purple cloud, signaling an uptrend. Then wait for the green line on the oscillator to jump above 50. That's our buy signal. Place your stop loss below the EMAs or the recent swing low and still aim for 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Simple as that.